get as close as you can.
Let's go.
More? You are now tuned in to Wasta Radio.
Estoy con DJ Hype disfrutando aquí en Wasta Radio. Wasta Radio. Disfruta el fin de semana, gente.
Interesting.
How's it go? Why is it so low?
I don't know.
Damn, that's me?
Yeah.
That is so fucking low compared to
That's you.
And you're not
Oh.
What? It's not even on? Wow. I like this whole time it's just been cut like, wow. Okay.
Well, that's good footage.
Alright, yeah, we good now. I can even lean back, yo.
Oh, just keep saving them, and then we'll post them later. Just keep saving them, and we'll post them later. Whatever's good. All right. State your name.
Like, hook up with it.
Oh, wait.
Let me hook you up. I got you. Sponsorship and all
Okay,
that.
sponsorship. Can we get some regular coconuts so we can sip on them while we're doing this?
What you mean? Are these not the regular
These are
coconuts you
the
guys
demos. These are for show. We can, right? I mean,
you can't really see
Yeah.
how much juice is in there, so.
no, it's that's for you, Brooklyn. That's for you. That's for you. All right.
It tastes like it's almost vodka. Does that make sense?
Man.
Almost. It's
Yo,
almost
I'm
like
not gonna lie.
you could
This does
almost
taste.
it.
This
A
does
little
taste
alcoholic, right?
good. It tastes good. This is better than the stuff I have in the can.
Well, your password's like 548.
We're not putting that vodka part up, right? Because I
Yeah.
wouldn't know what vodka tastes like.
Hey, it's
obviously.
okay. It's okay.
Shit.
8451.
Oh,
All right, so headphones are off, and as we proceed to give you what you need, welcome to SilSila, episode 1 with my man and only man right here, straight from Sudan, representing 249, Mr. TooDope.
What's happening, yo?
What's
How's it
good,
going,
bro?
How you feeling?
Man, listen, okay, let's get it. Let's get it real right now, okay?
Let's get it.
I didn't expect that I could actually get you on Wasta Radio. I thought I was gonna be like, I was gonna get this whole, you know what, hype.
I'm busy.
I'm
and I'm gonna
busy.
give you like a bunch of excuses.
I live in
and stuff.
Sharjah, man. I can't make it, bro.
Nah,
like
bro.
this is
Honestly,
not.
I was excited when you told me about it.
Man,
I'm so down.
Blessings to have you on board, man. Thank you so much for
thank you
being
for having
here.
me.
And to kick off a lot of things, you're actually on the first episode of SilSila, which
Sweet.
is basically. Can you translate the word for us?
SilSila as
Yeah.
in chain.
Yeah.
As in a bunch of connecting links.
Yeah, it's
As a
that's
chain.
exactly what
SilSila
it
means.
is.
It's the Arabic word for chain.
Exactly. That's what SilSila is all about. We're just trying to connect everybody, the Dubai talent, the outside talent.
Also,
and-
SilSila can mean serious. So,
Oh.
yeah, like a
Like
TV
series,
like a TV series.
which is-
so it works.
which is plug, well thought of by the Wasta Radio team. Shout outs to the Wasta Radio team. We got Almo in the house. We got Ahmed in the house. And, some future people coming on board. They will be left out of the picture right now, but you're gonna see their dope work coming soon. But let's proceed with what we got. Mr. TooDope.
Happening. Tell me.
Man, so I have lots of questions.
Go ahead.
I have lots of questions. First of all, when you came on the stage at the Beat DXB, I heard of your music, but man, the minute I saw you perform, no lie, I loved it even more.
Thank you.
Is there like a process behind you performing? Like, I know this is gonna sound silly, but do you do it in front of a mirror, or do you practice, or is it just natural? Like when you go to the club, you're just like, yeah, this is my song, and
Honestly, I'm probably the worst when it comes to that, when it comes to like rehearsal and whatnot.
Okay.
Like, for that show, I did zero rehearsal. I literally just showed up and I kind of just did it and like it happened. It's been like that for me.
man.
I sound like a show off right now, don't I?
No. It's good to know this because I'm sure everybody was trying to understand, like, man, he's that good. Wow, that's a great performance, mashallah. But it's like everybody's trying to understand kif.
But like, if you think about it, like, ever since I was a kid, like I've been into the music and I've been into like the acting and like I've been the entertainer, like in the family, I have uncles and family over. My dad like would call me and I'm the guy that entertains them. I'm the kid.
Okay, so
I'm that
tell
guy.
me
I've had years of rehearsal if you think about it.
Tell me if this
You
has happened to you. Tell me if this has happened to you. This is a true story. It's happened to me. Tell me if this has happened to you. Have you ever been called into like the living room by like an auntie
Oh my God, I
or
already
a
know where
mom,
this is going.
and they're
Yes.
like, Come. Show me how you do your dance, your Michael Jackson. Show them the Michael
Dude,
Jackson.
all the time, man.
Really?
I like it's never like the uncles never understand.
Man, like it's just a moonwalk.
They happen.
It's just a
It happened
moonwalk.
couple of
It's like
times,
no,
yeah.
oh wow, amazing.
Actually, when I was a kid, it was more about like jokes.
Okay.
Like, come tell them that one joke, like, because I used to like do like imitations and voices and stuff like that. So it was more like that.
Can you give us a joke?
No, we're not doing that.
Why not? Why not?
Because I'm not a joker anymore.
Okay. You're taking things seriously now,
Yeah.
right?
Or like
okay.
trying to.
Hey, man, I respect your steez, and I respect your grind, and the fact that you just recently moved to the UAE, to Sharjah, right?
I mean, I didn't actually move in. I just came for the show.
You just came for the show.
Yeah, I'm still based in
Are you
Sudan.
serious?
Yeah, sir.
What?
Yep.
I thought you're here for good. Are you
Nah.
like?
I
You're
mean,
still...
I'm trying to.
Okay.
If I find a reason to.
Okay.
I might stick
Man,
around.
I hope we can get you some reasons. Like, this is probably the best time to have people.
Right? Whoever's watching this, if you have a reason for me to stay, holla at me.
Hashtag TooDope needs a reason. Let's get that running.
Hashtag
You know what I'm
keep
saying?
TooDope around.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. TooDope, let's know what really gets you into the music mode.
It's the music itself.
Okay.
I know it sounds like cliche, but it's the music itself. Even when it comes time to me to write a new song or anything, it's the beat itself that makes me like, some beats just like drag the words out of you. Some you're gonna have to like, work. And then there's like other times where like I write lyrics first and then find a beat for it. But most of the time it's the music itself that gets me in that mood.
I feel I know exactly where you're coming from. Like here's a story about me as MC Hype, or as a story about me personally. I've always wanted to record my own music, and I've always wanted to record my own mixtape, my own album, my own content. But ever since I was like 16, like I was getting there. I was rapping, battling, In Dubai, it's not easy, but you would like try to find that one dirham, and then you'd find a phone booth and just call your friend and be like, hey, listen, I'm gonna meet you in Mamzat Park, bro. Listen, I'm gonna call you out in front. Yeah, it's going down. And then you go out there and then you just diss everything about them. And then you start recording your demo on a really crappy Toshiba laptop to find out that somebody at Universal in Dubai,
I feel like that's very personal.
somebody in Universal in Dubai back when I was 16 stole my demo and claimed it as theirs. So how do you avoid stuff like that when it comes to you as an artist? Like I'm sure you have, these small experiences where people were trying to take something that you claimed as yours, your creative identity. You know what I'm saying? How do you do that?
Honestly, that's something like you gotta like learn the hard way, which is it has to happen to you at least like when you're starting up. And then you get to a point where, like, you know what, I'm going to just keep it to myself until it's time. So that's basically what I do now. Like, until I'm sure it's ready, I won't even, like, give a hint about it. Like, I'm not even, like, you wouldn't even know I'm working on something until you know what it is, like, what it is, you get me? So to me, that's the best way to do anything, not just music, anything. If you're working on anything, just keep it to yourself until it's done, until it's ready, and then give it out. Because if you just, people's opinion will just ruin. Either that's one thing, opinion, and there's the other thing where like you said, some people could steal your material. So always, whenever you're working on anything and you really like that means something to you, keep it to yourself until you're sure it's ready.
Man, that's the advice for the youth right now, right there. That was like a great advertisement on what not to do. Like, you guys should definitely keep focused. I actually would advise everybody to hit up TooDope on Instagram. Can you plug in your Instagram right now so people can hit you up?
At 249 TooDope. That is TOO, not 2 the number.
Man, first off, I'm gonna say this right now, man. You're super chilled, very approachable, and I say this like this is probably the first time I've ever said it on Wasta Radio. That dude right in front of me is very easy to contact and very like relaxed. So you young guns out there that are trying to make your own thing and trying to move forward with your music, reach out to the people that are making like a difference. Reach out to the people that are actually doing best practices right now, like TooDope and like other artists regionally, because you're not gonna get somewhere until you plateau, and this might be your plateau, and we're giving you a platform right here at Wasta Radio to tell the youth, what's up and how to cover themselves. Do you have any actual like serious advice for this coming generation of rappers and singers and artists and creatives?
Honestly, like I said, first of all, that one first advice that I told you is very important. The fact that you're like, not just in rap, like I said, in everything, always work in silence.
Oh.
And then let your work speak for itself. Don't be the guy that's like, oh, yo, I'm working on this thing. You guys are not gonna believe what I'm about to drop. Or like, if you overhype yourself, like you gotta manage people's expectations, you know? Because if you overhype something and you drop, even if it's that good, people like some people will get too hyped. That the fact like when they hear it and it's just like, oh, I thought it was gonna be bigger than that. That's one reason. The other reason is, like I said, you don't want people to steal your ideas. And like, third reason is like you don't want people's opinion to like affect yours. So when you work in silence and you do your own thing, like you know for sure that's like that product is 100% you. Like you didn't get anyone else's input in there. So to me that is the most important thing when it comes to making music. Also study your market.
Ooh.
Like know who your listeners are.
Dropping
like,
knowledge right here.
Yeah,
man.
know where you like what like you're trying to reach. And if you're like upcoming and new rapper, this is something I feel like a lot of rappers do, which is like they often start rapping about like serious stuff, so like very personal stuff. But what I've came to learn is like not a lot of people want to hear that at first. At first you gotta hit them with like the mainstream stuff. You hit them like with things that make them interested in you first. Once they're interested in you, then they'll be interested in your story. Then you can hit them with like that's why like, if you noticed even in albums with like big artists and stuff, the singles that drop before the album is usually the mainstream stuff. Then when you buy the album, there's like more personal stuff.
Yeah.
Same concept. You get me?
It's like don't come out as a debut or self-named single as a debut. Go with that as your album versus a mixtape.
Exactly.
You know, it's strategy, just like TooDope said.
But then again, that it also goes back to know your market, because some people, they're like their fans would rather listen to personal stuff. So as like I'm speaking from my personal experience, it's been helpful for me the fact that I started mainstream, and then right now like I'm like for my album, the album is probably going to be more personal than the stuff you guys have heard before.
Question: Is your experience based only in Sudan?
No, not really, but like that's when it started like to kind of blow up. But like I've been rapping ever since I was like 14, 15, like, you know, the same way it started for everybody else, freestyles, you know, in the break in school, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then I didn't take it seriously until in 2012, I was in Malaysia. I was studying there. And a friend of mine, he had like a home studio. And that's like the first time I actually like saw a proper studio with like, you know, the entire monitors and everything. And that's when I first started like recording like my music and like laying it down, like laying the track, and I actually released something. By the way, it was like completely shit, by the way.
Was it
like,
really?
Listening back to it now, it's complete shit.
Okay.
But yeah, but that was the first time I actually started taking it seriously. And then when I went back to Doha, I was living with my family there, and I started like with this crew. It was called LOT, Leaf of Trust.
Okay.
So we started also rapping together. We did a couple of things. We did like a cipher. We released like a couple music videos, but even then, I still haven't like really found my voice, because I feel like that's how
Until now?
I mean, no, then.
Okay,
back
then. Okay.
Yeah, back then.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm getting there now.
Because I'm telling you right now, man, you found it right now, guys.
Thank you.
If you haven't listened to TooDope, you gotta listen to it right now. It's definitely a unique sound.
That's the thing with like, again, not just with the music, with anything creative you do. When you first start into it, you start as you imitate those that you like. You get me? Like with rap, like that's you get from your inspiration and mix and match, and like you make your own thing. And then eventually you start like figuring out your own voice, your own identity. So back then when I was in that crew, like I felt like it wasn't my best. Like it's like I felt like I had more potential than that. And then it all came together when I came to Sudan in 2016. And the thing, like the element that made it pop the most is the fact that like I put like the Sudani.
Okay.
Like I mixed the Sudani with the English.
Okay.
That was like, to me, I think that's the thing that made
You
it
made
pop.
it relatable.
Exactly, made it relatable and made it me. That's how it became my voice. You get me? So yeah, man. Like I said, I've been start rapping for a while, but that's when I like started to blow up. Is after I came to Sudan.
Man, I feel like I'm getting the scoop. Am I getting the scoop, or are you telling this to everybody?
No, I think this is the first time I actually like talked about it in like an official interview.
Can you tell us something that nobody knows at all? It doesn't have to be a secret, but just like, you know, something that nobody knows at all. Like you have 7 braids or something. I don't know. Like tell us something that nobody has any idea about.
I can't really think of anything. I mean, the song that like blew up, which is Alright. When I released that song,
it's a great song.
I fucking hated it though.
Really?
Yeah, like I thought it was so whack.
Really?
Yeah, and that's like one thing that's another thing that like that makes me say know your audience, because you never know where your audience is gonna like. What is dope to you is not necessarily dope to them.
I mean, in the beginning, was it dope to you? And then
It was cool. Like
afterwards.
It was alright. Like I felt like I didn't really like put much effort into that. I even made like a song after that called Sai, which is like I didn't like. It goes like, and I didn't even try. Made a fucking hit. I was just playing Sai. Sai means like just like that. This is a Sudani word.
You know, now that you mention it, because I listen to your music, I like your music a lot, but it's some of the terminology I don't get. Okay, because I'm Egyptian, and my, like, you could say my first language is English technically, and then Arabic, because I was raised in Dubai, and everything that I did was English schools here and there, American schools. So tell me or tell everybody about the slang that you use, or the terminologies, the Sudanese
slang.
words. Yeah.
That's the thing. I feel like that's the special part about it. It's
Okay.
like, it's what also made my fans like support me as much as they do, because it's the first time they see something like that reach like that many views and that many numbers, and it reach like internationally, but at the same time it has like their own thing, like something only we understand. So like that's the special part about it. As for like, if you want me to tell you, you're gonna have to like tell me word by word. Like,
Okay,
I'll try
so
to explain it to you.
for example, we'll go word by word. We'll start with shifit.
Shifit is like the Sudani equivalent of like badass, gangster.
All right,
Shifit, and you can also say shafati.
Okay.
So it's the same like for shafati.
Okay.
Shifit, same thing.
And what about katamat?
Katamat is like turn up.
Turn up.
Katamat, like, you know, like لما تكتم, like, you know, nafas, like
Yeah.
katamat, yeah.
What about that line you used about being the goat? You said something right before that.
Niggas
بتخرفنوا. Yeah.
You know what a kharoof is, right?
Yeah.
Kharoof is literally his sheep.
Yeah.
But there's also kharoof is like the guy that's always like, you know, catering too much to girl, the friend zone guy.
Okay.
So like when you بتتخرفن, you're
No
acting
game.
like a kharoof. Yeah,
Okay,
got no game.
no
You get it?
game.
So like it's also like it's a play on words. So kharoof, goat, like sheep, goat.
Like a
great.
bugaboo, you know what I'm saying?
kinda,
And
yeah.
you know, I'm
But
the Mac
kharoof
daddy.
is not really, but kharfana is not like a Sudani thing. It's an
Oh, it's
Arabic
not.
thing
It's
in
an Arabic
general,
thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I was hoping that it meant something different in
Shafan.
Sudanese, but I guess it
the
means the
same
same
thing,
thing.
same thing.
Okay, that's good to know.
Same thing.
What about there's a few words out there, man. I feel like it's not coming to me right now, but maybe you can help me out with the
Dude,
vocabulary.
even if we don't do it now, you can ask me after this, and I'll let you
Yeah?
know exactly.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
Sure.
Cool. We'll put it down in the description for everybody to know translation word for word. TooDope.
What's poppin'?
Projects right now, musically, that you've worked on, all right, and you're working on. What's your favorite all-time track that you worked on?
That's the thing. The thing with me, like, every time I make a new track, I think it's better than no one like before.
Oh, so there is progress.
Yeah.
You feel like for you, it's more of a progression
Definitely,
thing.
yeah, definitely.
Okay,
I feel like
and-
if there is no progression, then what's the point?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
What is your favorite project you're working on right now?
Remember that thing I told you about not talking about what you're doing until
Yeah,
you do
I
it?
mean, you can give us a little bit, like
Okay.
it can be project number 1, number 2, or you can
No,
be
I
like,
think I
hey,
can say this because I kind
Okay.
of already like debuted the song. The song itself, Shifted, is the song I did at the end of my set at the Beat DXP, which is an unreleased song. I'm planning to shoot a video for it, hopefully here before I get back to Sudan.
I really like it.
So yeah, that's.
I really like it,
I
but-
really like it too.
I really like it. The thing is, man, Ketamet, bro, I just felt the energy, man. The energy right there, that is like,
Yeah.
man, you said it means turn up, right?
Turn up.
Man,
That's what it is.
literally,
up.
everybody was turning up
Yeah.
at the VDXB,
Katamat is one
man.
of those songs that I've been performing it in like live sets, and people keep asking me about it when it's gonna be released. But I feel like it's one of those I'm gonna keep as like a hidden weapon. It's gonna be included in a project. Like I still haven't had it like set a date, but I'm definitely working on an album, like a full project thing,
Dope.
and it's gonna be included in that. It's gonna be also one of the means to promote that project. It's gonna be like, yo, that's the project that got Katamat. Go get it.
Oh, so you're
You
gonna,
feel me?
I see you,
So like
I
me
see you.
performing it live is also like it's like an advertisement to what I'm working on, kind of.
Kids, you need to learn from this man. I'm telling you right now, he's got gems, bro. He's got gems. He's telling you how to strategize in this market. Man, I just need to know what inspires you. Like who, what, where.
Rap wise, I mean, there's always like the usual like people. You give me like Tupac, Eminem, Cole, Drake, but to me, what inspires me the most is my people. It's like I want to show like my Sudani people that yo, it can be done.
Nice.
Because ever since I started doing this thing, there's so many people that's been discouraged and like, oh, this is not gonna happen. And it's not like I'm the first one to try to like be a rapper out of Sudan. And like some of them did have some success, but it was like regional, like it was only like in Sudan and stuff like that. But to me, to reach that far, that's what inspires me, is to like show those that are coming after me like, yo, it can be done. And like pave the way.
So you basically want to be leading by example
Yes.
for the next generation
Yes.
to follow suit by learning from you.
Yeah.
Which
And not
I think is very inspiring, man.
Again, not just in the music, like specifically. It's just like, yo, if you got a dream and you feel like you can do it, do
Absolutely.
it. Do it. Don't let anyone stop you.
You know, to be honest, that's how I felt about Wasta Radio, to be honest. Like, when I started it, I was like, listen, I just don't, no offense, radio stations, I just don't like radio. And I was like researching a lot, and I was like, okay, what am I going to do to make this happen? And then I just made it happen, just like you said, you know, just follow through.
Do it. Just
you
follow
know?
through. Work.
Yeah. We said
not
who.
easy.
We said who. I want to know what and when. Like we said, who's the people that inspire you? I want to know what else inspires you other than, like, it can be a thing. It can be like a microphone. It can be a chain, a gold chain. You need to give me an iconic symbol that represents your motivation and inspiration.
Culture, man.
The entire culture.
The entire culture of hip hop. Like
Okay.
the fact, like the thought of being a rapper. Come
Yeah.
on, it's not enough to like inspire anybody that's in the game. Like I want to reach that success that we see right now in international acts, people like Drake, people like Travis Scott, people like if I can manage to reach that is my main motivation. That is my goal. Like, it's just setting that goal in front of me and just going for it. So to me, like, making it.
When do you see yourself like getting to that goal? How can you give me a number?
Honestly, I wouldn't know. Like, maybe if you asked me way back, I'd be like, oh, around this. But like where I'm at right now, I didn't see myself
can't
getting
see-
here. I didn't see
okay.
myself getting here this fast.
Okay.
You get me? So it could be tomorrow, it could be a year from now, it could be 5 years from now. You get-
It
so
could be when the album drops.
it could be when the album drops. And that's like, to me, like, I've been saying, like, I'm working on an album for almost like 2 years now. And that is the reason why I keep not delaying it, because I never actually set a date for it. But I want it to be the best it can be. Like, I want this album to be like, yo, if this album don't make me pop, nothing will. You get me? So I want to like put everything into the album. And to me, the content of the album is what's like most important to me. Because like I said, so far everything I've released, I've been sort of mainstream, sort of like, you know, like general, relatable.
Yeah.
But the album's gonna be a little more personal. But of course, there's gonna be like the few mainstream gems and like club bangers here and there. But yeah, man, that's what it is.
I have a question. Like,
ahead.
if you don't mind me saying, can you tell me who is the TooDope crew? Like, who's a part of your entourage?
There's a like whole squad. All right. There's Mahdi, my man, who's the guy you see with me in the song. All right.
Okay.
So it's the two of us. Like, we started this. The movement is called Young Justice. The crew is called Young Justice.
Okay. Is that a play on Young Justice?
Young Justice, like
the show,
Yeah,
the cartoon
like
show?
the superheroes.
Man!
But yeah, here's what gets
I
funny.
likes that.
It's spelled Young Just Us.
Okay.
You get me? So it's
Yeah.
the other, like, he's a rapper. There's my boy Rotation. He's like he's with there's another also movement in Sudan called New Slang. That's my, but but like we all work together. Like, he give me, like, it's different names, but we all basically work together at the end of the day. Like, this last song I released was produced. It was like the beat was. I bought it online, but the mixing and the mastering was by Saji and Walid Wadidi.
Shout out to
Saji and
Saji.
Walid Wadidi. Both of them are a part of Thirdless, which is like a producer collective that works with New Slang.
Dope.
So you give me, like, we all work together. And then there's the guys behind the scene. My boy Obi.
Okay.
He's like the manager. He's the guy, like,
Okay.
yeah, securing the gigs and stuff like that.
That's
I got
what's up.
Mihad, Ali Ammar, Jayli, who's Mahdi's younger brother. And yeah, man, these are the guys behind the scene. But like, the ones you see are like the artists, like me, Mahdi, and Tamir, basically.
Is it all business all the time, or is it family?
Nah, man, it's
It's family, right?
first.
Because that's how it feels like.
family
That's how it
first,
feels like. The way you talk about them, it's definitely family.
Yeah, man.
And God bless you all, man. I hope you guys stay, strong in these times and triumphant and always glorious. Because to be honest, I cannot wait to see more from TooDope and from the rest of Young Justice and New Slang and everybody else out there that's creating dope content. TooDope, is there anything else that you want to tell everybody before we wrap up the show?
Yeah, man, watch out for us. Sudan is coming, man. Sudan is coming. We're coming strong, bro.
Nice.
We are coming strong, man. Just watch out.
I can feel it, man. To be honest, like there's this big Sudanese wave, and it started like about 2 months ago for me. So if it's reaching me 2 months ago, I feel like
Yeah,
it's about to take over and
The thing
tsunami.
is, even Sudani rappers and musicians that are like based outside of Sudan,
Dope.
which before like not a lot of people necessarily knew they were Sudanese, are like on the wave of Sudani like hip hop. They're like considered Sudani hip hop. Because before I have like a couple of friends, for example, that live in America and Canada and stuff, and they've been making music. They're Sudanese. Some of them have like they've been born there, like so they have like they're Canadian technically. But before that, people knew them as like Canadian rappers or American rappers or whatever. But now, even they're hopping on the wave of like Sudani, like the Sudani, the 249 wave.
Amazing.
You get me? So yeah, man, that's what it is. Just watch out for it.
Bless.
There's
You heard it
plenty
from
of
the
us.
man himself right here on Wasta Radio on SilSila, Mr. TooDope. Shout outs. Yo, everybody in the room, make some noise for Mr. TooDope, man. That's what I'm talking about.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And man, we hope to hear from you soon.
Of course, man. Always.
Peace.
Yes.
All right. Who's next?